All right, guys, the next graph we're going to be taking a look at today are line graphs. There are two files attached on this section. Hopefully you're able to print them off at home. If not, you're going to have a little bit of copying to do. So might make your life a little easier if you print them off. So line graph, three titles. They're used to show changes over time, so they're similar setup to bar graphs with our x and y axes. The x-axis usually is used for the categories again. Forgot to type that, so we'll just write that out. So your x-axis, so are usually used to have the categories like days or something like that. Days. Y-axis as the numbers scale, numbers. Right, similar to bar graphs. They're not really used to compare things. They're used to show changes over time. So that's the difference. Changes over time, say in temperature, money, a population size. And a cool thing about them is that they can be used to make predictions, assuming their pattern that they're showing holds true by looking at the trends. So if we have our basic line graph, and over time it starts doing something like this. Over time, we have an increasing trend. Decreasing trends when it comes to bar graphs. That's something that might look like this. You know, starting off high, going down. This trend would resemble my stock portfolio, sadly. Then you have no trend. All right. No trends might be lines that look like this. All right. So if you went right across looking for trends, it would kind of go like this because you got half below and half above. All right. So there's no real trend. It's going up, down, up, down, up, down, depending. All right. There's no real trend going on here. So we'll take a look at line graphs. We're not actually going to be drawing any line graphs. It's more analyzing line graphs today. We'll get into drawing line graphs in the next lesson tomorrow and the day after. Okay. So we're going to spend a little bit of time with line graphs because we've done a lot with bar graphs. We'll get into double line graphs and all that jazz. So we're going to take a look at this first one that I blatantly stole off Google. And we'll take a look at temperatures in New York City just to demonstrate some of the questions you'll see. Okay. So day 1 through day 6, we have a change in days, again, on the x-axis there. All right. The dates going across our start day. And we have temperatures in Fahrenheit. So the scale for Fahrenheit goes from 0 up to 100. Water freezes at 37 degrees Fahrenheit. So that would be like our 0 Celsius. All right. So 37 degrees Fahrenheit, water freezes. And that would be 0 degrees. C is equal to 37 degrees Fahrenheit F. And that should be an F, not a C. That's when water freezes, just so you know. All right, so what trend do you notice over the 6 days? Trends are when you take a look at what's going on from kind of the start to the finish. And overall, in this case, in case it's not abundantly clear, we have what we would probably consider to be an increasing trend, all right? So an increasing trend. I don't like the size of that line, so I'm going to grab a different one. Change the color to red. All right, so we have an increasing trend, and you can, kind of draw it by going across that way. Alrighty. You may want to draw it a little thinner and not cover the numbers. I'll just move it out of the way up there. So we've got an increasing trend over time. Right, these are the styles of questions you're gonna, be asked when you see stuff like this. So use a full sentence answer. Over these 6 days, the temperature increases. All right, so that would be the trend I see. What's the difference in temperature between the first and third day? So in this case, it's just using the values themselves. The first day is 43, the third day is 50. So 50 degrees F minus 43 degrees F is equal to 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we take a look. Did the temperature increase or decrease over those days? So in this case, this is a plus 7 degree increase. Why? Because it increased 7 degrees over those 3 days. So the sentence would look like the temperature increased over, those 3 days, okay, or from day 1 to day 3. And over the course of the week, what's the change in temperature? Similar question. In this case, we have 67 degrees Fahrenheit, and we take away 43 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature increased 24 degrees, right? Fahrenheit. And over the course of the week, you can write, so over the course of the week, all right, the course of the week, the temperature increased 24 degrees Fahrenheit, which is roughly 15 degrees Celsius. Roughly 10, 15, yeah, about 15 degrees Celsius. Alrighty. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can take a look and work backwards from line graphs to actually get answers on the 2 axes. Okay.